The root of distraction comes from the Latin word dis, D-I-S, meaning apart or away, and trahere means to drag, to pull, or to draw. So the word distraction literally means being pulled away, being dragged away, or being drawn away. Let's talk about this. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. And if you are new here, welcome to my channel. I'm Paquita, and I do a lot of things on my channel, but my primary focus is to encourage you to pursue your dreams of growing your business with vendor markets. And I also share some fun lifestyle, get to know me type things. So if you're interested in that content, definitely stick around. So today I want to spend a couple minutes talking to you about distractions and why distractions are so critical when it comes to whether or not you actually pursue your goal of working in vendor markets and growing your business, or if you just keep it in the back of your mind as an idea that you have and something that you plan on doing, but you never get to it. So today we really need to talk about it because it is February. We're already in the year 2026, and I would venture to imagine that you have had some ideas, some things that you wanted to accomplish with your side hustle, your small business, your big idea, and you've been sitting on it because you feel like it's not ready, you're not ready, people won't get it, I haven't perfected it, it's not pretty enough, it doesn't blah, 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 all of the things. Those are just distractions. Those are just things that are keeping you from moving the goal, from getting closer to the finish line, or from even getting started. So I want to talk to you about that today. I started this video giving you the definition of the word distraction. And I feel like when you break it down, it hits different. The idea that distraction is not something that is just an interruption or a slight agitation, but it is something that actually draws you away, pulls you away from the reason that you got started or the intent of, what your goal or your outcome was. I feel like a lot of times, especially as people who are creative, if you've got an idea or something that you just want to kind of develop and then deploy, distractions, there's always something that's going to come in to either tell you that it's not ready, you're not ready, it's not good enough, people won't understand it, the market is too oversaturated. Just a number of things and reasons that keep you from really pursuing at the rate and the capacity that you believe you should be pursuing something, or even just kind of robbing you of the idea of dreaming. I liken this example to first-time homeownership. Usually if you come from a family or an environment where homeownership was not a thing, and this is not me like saying y'all need to be homeowners, because it has its highs and its lows. That's another conversation for another day. But if homeownership is something that is a dream of yours, it's an aspiration of yours, but you've never seen it done in your family. Everybody has been a renter, or, no one has ever owned a home, or, someone has owned a home and they lost a home. Whatever those examples that are set up around you, you tend to internalize those things and take them on as they are your own personal attributes. Like, failure doesn't necessarily mean that you can't do something. It just gives you a good opportunity to learn from your mistakes, to make some changes, and then recover. You would be surprised the number of people that I talk to, like during a market, where they will walk up to me and say, I had wanted to do something like this, but, I was scared, or I just felt like I didn't have enough, products to bring to the market, or I just felt like, there were too many people doing the thing that I wanted to do. And so I decided not to do it. But I feel bad because I always shop at markets, and I would love to have somebody, shop my items while they were at a market. And listen, I think this conversation could be applied to markets or to any area of your life where something is keeping you from just going full steam ahead and really pursuing whatever it is that you wanted to pursue. Distractions really come in to pull us away from the end goal. We've all heard the phrase, remember your why. Remember why you got started. Remember, why you wanted to pursue this path in the first place. The idea of distractions being something, right? Like something that pulls you away, something that draws you away, something that agitates you to the point that you don't want to move forward. Like, what is that something that is impacting you right now where you are? What is the something that is telling you that it's not the right time? What is the something that's telling you, your whatever your thing is, it's not good enough. People won't like it. People won't understand. Let me tell you, something. The part about the people not liking it, those people will forever be with you. The people who are haters, the people who just have something negative to say, the miserable people that have no vision of their own, and so they're gonna come for you because you have vision, and they're gonna make you feel like, oh, you think you're better than us, we know where you came from, blah blah blah. Those people will never go away. They will never go away. To me, they are the pebble under the mattress. They will interrupt your sleep. That is the friction that life uses to build us, to make us stronger. You just have to be able to put those people and those voices in a box and close the lid, because they are never going to go away. There is always going to be somebody who is just miserable. Miserable people are in no short supply. Like, we have an abundance of miserable people, and they love to live on the internet. So, child, do not allow that. Do not allow that to distract you. But what is the thing that was driving you in the first place? Like, go back to when the idea first was conceived in your mind, when the idea was first birthed in your heart, right? That excitement that you had, that promise, that hope. And then think about the moment where something or somebody robbed you from that, pulled you away, distracted you with some nonsense that told you, you know what, you can't do this, or here's my favorite. Oh, I tried that before, and this is what happened to me. And so you just gotta you just gotta watch out for, because, and then it was so expensive and it was so hard. And now I have just giving you their sob story and somehow trying to make you take ownership of the hardship that they had. I believe that there is a voice that shares a negative experience just to prepare you, and not to deter you. That's one type of advice, right? But then there is something else that feels more nefarious and dark. When somebody only wants to share bad things with you to let you know, like, you're no better than me. It didn't work for me. It's not going to work for you. I'm churchy. The devil is a lie. Okay. Do not let people come at you and bombard you with their negative life experiences. That doesn't have to be your portion. You don't have to take on all the bad things. And somebody's going to hear this and be like, oh, but it's my sister, it's my mom, it's my dad, it's a relative telling me these things, and I trust their experience. It's their experience. It's their experience. It does not have to be your experience. They can tell you some lessons learned. They can share with you best practices. They can share with you the pitfalls that lie ahead. And people can do that in a way to not try to scare you, not to try and sow seeds of doubt, not to try and make you feel bad for wanting to do something better. You can go after success and it not be all of a sudden it's you can't serve two masters, and you can't want to have money and serve. Y'all like my old deacon voice? A lot of those thoughts and belief systems belong to somebody else. They don't belong to you. And so you really have to dig deep and find it in yourself to remember your why. Remember the dreams that you have for yourself. Remember the goals that you set for yourself, and stop pushing them off because your goals and your aspirations seem too big for somebody else. It doesn't matter that they can't conceive doing something as monumental as what you want to do. It wasn't for them. It was for you. Like, God gives those dreams and those visions and ideas to those who will be able to do something with it. There is a passage in scripture that says he gives seed to the sower and bread to the eater. I ain't giving you nothing if you're not going to do anything with it. So if those visions have been given to you, if those ideas have been given to you, and you want to be able to do something with them, if you want to be able to plant those seeds and then nurture those seeds and so they grow, then you should definitely do that. You should definitely do that. And don't allow other people's belief systems, their ideas, their negative experiences. Use all of that as information to inform how you move forward, but don't let that inform you not doing anything. Don't allow those voices and systems and ideas and behaviors to pull you away, to drag you away, to rob you of the growth and the experiences that you already said you wanted to have. The thoughts that you've been writing in your journal, the sketches you have, the business plan that you've written, the poems that you've written, the story that you're writing. All of those things are wonderful, but they're only as wonderful as you pursue them. You keeping them as a secret, not wanting to share it with the world because somebody told you that the people don't want to hear that. People don't want to see that. Nobody wants to buy your handmade clothes. Nobody wants to do any. That's not true. That is not true. You have something that people will want to pursue, people will want to buy, people will want to support. People just don't know that that thing exists because you keep hiding it. You keep allowing other things to rob you of an opportunity to try. And I am here to encourage you to try, to go, to pursue, to make an attempt, to speak, to be heard, to be seen, to do whatever it is that you believe that you were called to do. You have to do that thing. Don't let this be another year and you are still sitting on the sidelines of your own life waiting for an opportunity to jump in and play. The opportunity is right now. The water is troubled right now. Go ahead and jump in and do whatever it is that you say that you want to do. And you know that you're equipped and you're prepared to do it. You're equipped and prepared to begin. You don't have to finish. You just have to begin. You just have to start. And you can perfect it along the way. Trust me when I tell you that no great idea, no real success ever happened on the very first time. Things have to be perfected over time. Y'all know, if you've seen any of my shorts, that I have been working on perfecting my bread baking. I can make cookies. Child, when it comes to bread, it is so elusive to me. I had somebody leave some really trifling comments on one of my bread videos. And I was just like, ew, negative much? Like, literally, you had nothing else better to do with your life than say, something semi-mean. And for a minute, it stung, because just mean doesn't necessarily mean wrong. Mean could totally be right, but it's still mean nonetheless and unnecessary. Every time, you don't have to say everything, right? But I already knew that I was going to continue my pursuit of baking bread and making bread that I actually enjoyed, and finding a recipe that was going to work in the climate of my house and all of that stuff. I am still in pursuit, and I've made like several different loaves of bread. I found one that I really love, but Um, I wasn't going to allow somebody else's miserable comment to stop me from what I wanted to pursue. And I don't think that you should do that either. You should expect that there are just going to be some moments along the way where people are just not, they're not supportive and they're not championing you. But that has nothing to do with you. Here's the last thing that I think the point that I want to drive home. Make sure that you remind yourself of your why. And then remember the first time that something robbed you of your why. When did you get dragged away? When did you get pulled away? When did the thing that brought you joy get snatched away from you? And I just want to encourage you. The moment that you figure out where it is that you dropped it, where it is that it was taken away, you go back to that place and you take back what belongs to you. And then you pursue and you do what it is that you have been dreaming about doing for all this time. I promise trying is much better than saying, I wish I had. If you stuck around to the end of the video, shout out to you. Thank you so much for watching. Drop me a note in the comments and let me know what your plans are for the year. I cannot wait to hear from you. And if you are not subscribed and you stayed to the end of this video, what are you doing? What are you doing? You know you like me and we should be friends. Until next time, I thank y'all so much for watching. Go ahead and like, subscribe, click the notification bell, and yeah, go do the thing. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.